right. So the goal, to enter the Hall of Fame, prove you're the best, the blah, 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 the trophies can be awarded. This is all the same. Chicago, Illinois. Triple H has something to say to us. All right. So this is 1, and we are in Chicago, Illinois. Tonight is the night, the debut show. We have high hopes for you. With the roster we have, I think we'll do okay. Making an amazing show. You bet I will. All right. Choose our champions. Okay, so men's champion, women's champion. Now, men, I was thinking of doing Argus. So maybe Argus and Xanadu. I could do Cash Suplex as if he just like bought the title. And then he would be challenged also by Xanadu. Or by Chad Gable. I'm not opposed to that. But or just give it to Clay Courtman. Then he would fight Gulak or Gable or Buck. We'll go with Argus. He is great. And then women's champion. We have Whitney Quaid, potentially. Or I was thinking of giving it to Clubberella, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this seems good. Or rather, it's just what's going to happen. Have at least one submission match for Veto Champ. Okay. We don't have any... We can't do anything with the logistics, so we need to worry about that. Power cards. Superstars GM and Real Steel. I mean, we got the money. Don't think I need to worry about that for now. Who's on our Legends roster here? Who could we get for free? Super Cena. I almost feel like Cena is going to get picked up like right away. Especially because he's also optimistic. Is he the only one who is optimistic? Booker T is annoyed. Undertaker is optimistic as well. Do I need 21 people on my roster? Is that already not a nightmare? I think we just rely on kind of tag teams. Okay. Main event. Just put some stuff on the card here. This is going to be our world title feud. Maybe Argus. Or do I do... Maybe put him up against Gable. I guess there's no difference between Xanadu and Gable in terms of it's one popularity difference. So yeah, we'll go with them. Do I want this to be a title match? No. Okay. Let's get some tag matches on here. Oh, you know what? I do need to do a role change on Clubberella. And you know what? Let's actually really quick here look at what my challenges are. Book 25 matches that receive at least 3 stars. That's going to be a challenge given this roster. Book 8 tables matches. Okay. Complete 12 commissioner goals. Okay. Purchase all power cards before a show. That'll just happen. Book 10 tag team matches, easy. Book 8 hack in a sec matches. Hell in a Cell. That's probably the most difficult one. Fulfill 5 promises to superstars. That'll just happen. Book 8 shows with an advertisement promo. That stinks. Advertising is just a waste of time. I just know I want to do a role change with Cleverella. Who's going to be our opener? Oh, you know what? I should just check really quick. Let's just put together like a women's tag match. Let's look at Sammy Vortex. And who would be a good pairing with Vortex? Maybe Cora Cut. And then on the face side, let's see, Quaid and Northern Light, I guess. And there are women's tag titles. That's good to know. Okay. Well, let's just do that. And then I do just want to see on my women's side of who's left. So I'll just put Fury in this. They're all heels. So I do need to do some role changes. That's probably what I'll just do is role changes for the rest of the women's matches. Because I want to do Alice Justice and Clubberella as my like top feud. So, and Alice was the only face that I had left. Yeah. Okay. Role change. Who do we change? Quinn B, maybe? Well, let's actually here. You know what? Let me take a moment and write down my roster. Okay, I wrote everything down, and I think I have my feuds picked out. So what I'm going to want to do, and I won't be able to do all this week, which is fine. Things can build slow, and they probably will. So this is the only women's match I'll have on the card this week. I will have my world title feud, my... Let's see here. Tag title feud is going to be... We're going to do Gulak and Gable will feud against Suplex and Kombucha. I think I've got an idea for the storyline there. That seems fine. And then here we're going to put Courtman and Buck. And that's for the men's hardcore title? Sure, why not? We're supposed to have a submission match on this card, huh? I mean, I could put like a stinker of a match on the card in place of this. How do I move this here? Because I could put like a heel match on here. And I would do... let's see. Submission match is resolves any rivalries. Stamina cost medium, quality boost low. I don't think this can start a new rivalry. So let's just do... Which it'd be great if it did not start a rivalry. This is not the feud I want, but it gets us on the card, and it gets me that veto champ. Let's turn some people. I want to turn either Danielle Wallace or Quinn B. We'll go with Wallace. And then I will want to turn... I'm thinking... because my tag feud is going to be Fury and Garrett versus Matrix and McLeod. Or some combination thereof. But I'm pretty sure Garrett is going to be one of the faces. Yeah, something like that. Okay, this is a tag match, or it's a title match. It should be good. This is just a tag match without any like class matchup or decent class up matchups because they're specialists. This is a submission match that should be pretty good, and this is a top tier match. What was submission is quality boost low. So I think this match will still be better than this one. It'll for certainly be better than that. So let's do that. I don't like the structure of the card, but I think that should be fine. Okay. And then who are we then leaving off the card? Clay Courtman. I could take off Cinnamon Garrett's promo and put a call out instead of like who do I need? Courtman onto Buck. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, I like this structure. I'm not going to buy either of these cards because I don't feel like it. I don't need to sign a legend because my roster's already too big as it is. I think this is a good place to start. There's not really anything else to kind of do here. I can't see what everybody else is kind of sitting at. We play conservatively, and then we make it work. Okay. Let's give Chicago, Illinois a show. I was just there. I missed my train. Welcome to WCW. New management, Ella Rubau, a legend of Monday Night Raw, is here, and she is going to be guiding this new generation of WCW into the future. It's going to be marvelous. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're joining us. Let's get into it. We're going to start off with bringing something from the future into the past, and that is the Women's Tag Team Championships. And we've got some, I guess, caretakers of the past in Cora Cutt, who comes out. She is a former NXT star. And she comes out to the ring. We don't know who her tag team partner is. And then the opponents are Whitney Quaid and Nova Northern Light, two just local fighting talent. And we'll find out their personalities as the season progresses. But Cora Cutt summons her partner from the shadows, Sammy Vortex, a demonic creature. And so we've got this sort of matchup. Cora Cutt seems to be pairing well with Nova Northern Light. Sammy Vortex seems to be both dominating but also being outsped by the smaller Whitney Quaid. Let's see how this match turns out for the tag team championships. The faces of Whitney Quaid and Nova Northern Light win, and they don't start a feud because of course not. But they just gotta give it time. So Quaid and Northern Light. Northern Light, that's such a long name. Defeat Cut and Vortex in a 2.5 star match for the Women's Tag Team Championships. It's a start. Danielle Wallace is featured on the, I guess we roll out, this is a high school gym, so we roll out a cart with a TV on it. We show everybody a promo of Danielle Wallace, who's joining NXT, and she wants to prove that there's no place for royalty on this show. This is a show about fighters. No legends yet. So Danielle Wallace is hoping to become a legend this season, and she's trying to win over the crowd, and they think that's okay. Danielle Wallace is now a face. No royalty. I wonder if anybody backstage has a thought on that. We have an exhibition match here. A submission match as recommended by management's management. Our manager's manager, I suppose. Because Ellerbau's manager is Stephanie McMahon, whose manager is Triple H in this universe. We're going to show off a submission match. We've got Alice Justice, who is a legend of My Rise, and Vicky McLeod, who is a legend of Raw. And they've got a good fighting style matchup. Alice Justice, obviously concerned about justice. Vicky McLeod, concerned about justice through her being a veteran. So which justice will prevail and which justice will submit? Alice Justice will submit. And it starts a new rivalry, and it's disappointing that I didn't want a rivalry. I may have to pivot some stuff. McLeod defeats Justice. Whoops. 1.5 stars. Starts a rivalry. Clay Courtman, the Miz of WCW, comes out and he cuts an excellent promo. The crowd is stunned. They're just like, we want to hear everything this guy has to say. And he pulls out of his little fanny pack a scroll, kind of with all of his grievances against one Adrian Buck, who sees himself. Clay Courtman is a man of culture. He sees himself on the tennis courts, schmoozing with the rich and the famous, whereas Adrian Buck sees himself as some sort of like Rocky boxing figure, even wears gloves to the ring, which should be cheating, unlike a fanny pack and a visor, which is definitely not cheating. So the crowd, it's very goofy, it's very silly, but the crowd loves it. It's excellent, and it starts a new rivalry, which is what I wanted. Courtman calls Buck. Great. Tag team match. We see Chad Gable and Drew Gulak are training each other backstage while Cash Suplex comes in. Speaking of the rich and the famous, he comes in and scoffs at these two so-called professional wrestlers. When Cash Suplex, he can just buy whatever he wants. And his butler, Kombucha, because Cash Suplex doesn't drink coffee, he drinks tea, of course. His sniveling little butler comes in to back up Cash Suplex, and then they're booked for a match. So this is a tag team match, not for any titles, but just to see which group is less annoying. And it's Gulak and Gable. Who saw that coming? Level 2 rivalry, okay. Gulak and Gable defeat Suplex and Kombucha in a 1.5 star match. Kombucha. 1.5 stars. Works for me. Clubberella, your women's world champion, comes out. And she is holding the title. And in a sort of like blind rage, is like swinging the title at the crowd. Very dangerous because the title is 15 pounds of gold. And she's swinging at the crowd, and the crowd's like, whoa, hey, what's going on? They thought, she was supposed to be billed as like this hero, but she's like attacking the crowd. She's being vicious. And so the crowd doesn't like it. They see her as a heel now, but it works. And in your main event, your men's world champion, Argus the Great, the greatest superstar in WCW, he decides to call an open challenge, not for the title, but just to see if anybody even thinks they're as great as Argus the Great. And Jake Xanadu, legend of 2K24 My Faction, decides to challenge him and show him some lucha libre, bring some different fighting styles to the show. And so we're going to have a match and see kind of what comes of it. Does Jake Xanadu get the upset? No, Argus the Great shows why he's great. 2-star mediocre, but you know what? Better than the previous match. Then no rivalry, because why would there be? Argus defeats Xanadu. 2-star match. As good as a week 1 show was going to be. All right, let's see what we got here. So the Raw World Champion is Uncle Howdy, and he's going to have a title match with Madcap Moss. This is Nikita Lyons' show. Moss, your new world champion. 3-star match, good. Already better than my show. Blair Davenport is just okay. Kit Wilson and Lurch Evans with Brute Force running in. This match will be fine, I'm sure. Kit Wilson, 1.5 stars, but you get some Force Evans action. Maya T. Kirk is okay. Shanky and Shane McMahon, this match will probably be alright. Just because Cruiser Giant. It's okay. Somehow better than my Cruiser Giant match. Liv Morgan is weak, I guess. I didn't even know they signed Liv Morgan. And triple threat for the Women's World Champion Lula Tandy. Look at that. Penelope Perfect and Carolina Reaper in a tables match. This match will probably be pretty good. And Lula Tandy retains. And it's a 3.5-star great match. And Tandy and Perfect start a feud. Okay. Let's see what Heath puts up. Your tag champs, or tag championship. Your world champion is Butch. Okay. But he's also going to be a tag champion potentially, unless Rich Orikawa and Braden the Dark have anything to say about it. And they do. It's okay. Damon Kemp is good. Jerry Hattrick and Solo Sikoa. Was looking for both of them, but it's okay. I think they fit well on Heath's show. Andrea Cannons tries to call it Ignition, but it doesn't work. Ignition, who is their Women's World Champion. Okay. Beth Spartan and Candice LeRae. This is a giant cruiser match. This will probably be fine. Because for some reason... Oh, it's also an Iron Man match. So 3 stars. Good. Ignition is good. The only self-promo to actually do anything, I think. Well, Damon Kemp's, I think, did something. And then North American title on the line. Humberto picks it up over Triton. And it's great for no reason. Okay. Well, we lost pretty soundly. But you know what? We had good booking. All right. Staminas are good. Core cut's kind of low, I guess. Tag chemistry is... Performances, popular, I don't know what happened there. The submission match was especially bad for some reason. Just poor performance, I guess. Poor performance in this match as well, even though slightly better tag chemistry. And then this match, again, poor performance. I think I just got unlucky with performance. Because like if we compare to here, yeah, they got 2.5-star performance. Well, I guess that was a 1-star. 3.5 stars. 2.5 stars. Stinky. I don't need to look at all these. I'm just sort of comparing. Yeah, 4-star performance on this one. And the Iron Man match helped. And this was a 4.5-star performance. So really, they just tried, whereas my matches did not. Okay, well, we figure it out. 82 rating score. 3 34,000 fans, $6,000 dues. Gable and Gulak are an incredible tag team. That's good to know. Whitney and Nova take the women's tag title. Disappointing for Corey and Sammy. Clay Courtman sure spends more time running his mouth than fighting in the ring, says Buck Boxers. So, that's fair. Hacksaw Manager 94 says, love seeing the growing rivalry with Gable and Gulak and Suplex and Kombucha. Suplex and Kombucha have absolutely no chemistry as a tag team. That's fair. Corecut says, not sure the better superstar won tonight. Be seeing you again, Nova Northern Light. Okay. Gable is proud of his performance against Cash Suplex and wants to take the momentum to the championship. And Stone Cold Spear 80, says some real heat in the Gable Gulak versus Suplex Kombucha fight. Looking forward to the next encounter between those guys. Lucha Big Boot 2000, Courtman called out Adrian Buck and knocked out of the park. Pure poetry, of course. He is the Miz of WCW. And then Tap Out Spear for Life, really varied show, added to the quality. Keep it up, WCW. Thank you. Raw, 90 rating score, 40,000 fans. Gained $49,000. Oh, probably because I spent money. It was a sellout crowd. We had the same gross revenue. So what is the show cost different? Oh, because they didn't have any specialty matches. Okay. And then NXT 92. NXT actually is winning. But their show cost was also not as much because they only had a tables match. So my... oh, and I had all those role changes. Yeah. Okay, well, we get Veto Champ. So that's something. And there we are in last place. Let's keep going. Wonder where my phone is. Oh, it's back there. I don't need to check it right now. All right, week 2 is in San Francisco, California. San Francisco, California. Nikita Lyons says, Ella, how's it going? Just wanted to wish you luck for the coming season. We're looking forward to it over at Raw. Obviously, with the likes of Lula Tandy on our books, we think we're going to give WCW more than a run for its money. I guess we're going to find out. Very respectful of Nikita Lyons. I like that. Match between, this is the tag matches can get double rivalry. A special feature. Thanks, Triple H. Heath Manhattan. Hey, Rubao. I just wanted to let you know that I plan on taking NXT to the top of the power rankings and staying there. Do you now? I have the roster and show-running capabilities to do it. I don't think WCW stands a chance. You really think you can contend with us when we have superstars like Butch? Get real. All right. Rest your female tag champs this week for limited stock. Okay. These are all things. Let's buy the concert hall. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we do here. Matches I want to get on the card. So if I rest Quaid and Northern Light, we'll just figure things out there. I want to do Wallace and B, I think. And I can give them, because the stamina is pretty good, I can give them a lot to work with. I want to put these, and I want this to be a title match. Okay. I'd like to do that tag match again. Even though they have no... And this might be a tag match. And then, let's see here. Maybe I do this again. Or maybe not. Do I have a women's thing I can do with resting the tag champs? Or do I just ignore Triple H and just run the feud again? Or I could put just a stinker match on and do like a heel-heel match. Sammy Vortex, and then I could do do I want to stick with Alice and Vicky? I don't think I want to, because I wanted to do who could be my... The only reason I turned Clubberella is because I wanted her to go against Alice. So if I want to do Alice and Vicky as like a tag feud, then I would need to turn... Who would I want to pair? I could do like triple threat. So what about, how do I feel about this? I hate it. Oh, I hate it, I hate it. Okay. Well, okay, how do I feel about this? Not... Start panicking. Alice Justice and Clubberella run in from Vicky McLeod onto Alice Justice. Yes. I like that better. And then who do I have left who's not booked? We'll do a call out like this. We will do then 2 role changes. My faces will be very cool. Christina Fury is going to be one of them. And then it'll be either Donna Matrix or Cinnamon Garrett. Kind of like Donna Matrix as a face. And then Garrett and... yeah. Okay. Alright, so can I cook on any of these matches? This is a title match. This is a title match. I could do a title tables match. And this could be a... backstage brawl. Quinn B's got the stamina for it. Danielle, not so much, but... backstage brawl is high. Yeah, okay. I think this is fine. This man falls anywhere. I don't need to start attacking. I think this is it. I mean, I'm resting my female tag champs. Structure of things seems fine. This is my weakest match, I believe. This will be really good. This will be really good, I think. Maybe this. I'm doing again, I'm putting the women starting the card, which is not what I want to do structure-wise, but I think with this being a level 2 rivalry plus title match, it's just going to be, it has the potential to be better than this, like, backstage brawl with nothing. So I think that's it. The show will figure itself out. The show will go on. Did I go to the next arena? Oh, I bought it, but I didn't go to... Stupid! Well, whatever. Our show's gonna stink now. Welcome to WCW. We're still in the high school gym because we had such a good time last week, and we're gonna stay here rather than go to the concert hall that we purchased. And that's because there's still a lot going on backstage. Last week we were introduced to Danielle Wallace. She wants to show that she will be one day a legend here in WCW, and that there are no legends, there are no royalties, everybody's just starting out. But she is attacked backstage by Quinn B, who believes that she is royalty. She's not just Quinn B, she's Queen B. And so these two are really nimble fighters. They're fighting backstage. They're going wild. And we're seeing Quinn B get the upper hand. 2.5 stars. Starts a rivalry. B defeats Wallace. I think I made a good call to move the tag match. 2.5 stars. Christina Fury is a... We wheel out the cart with a TV on it. And we're shown Christina Fury is leading a martial arts training course. She's very disciplined, and she, despite the fury inside, wants to show WCW some real fighting. And it's all right. After Clubberella attacked the fans last week, Alice Justice confronts her and says, you need to be brought to justice. And Clubberella scoffs because she doesn't even believe that Alice Justice is true justice. She couldn't even win last week. She submitted to Vicky McLeod, whose submission finisher is the choke slam. So, or the last ride, actually. So here we go. Here's a match. And then Vicky McLeod attacks Alice Justice in the middle of the fight. Does the referee see it? We'll find out. Clubberella gets the win, so no. Disappointing. Level 2. But a win for Clubberella. Clubberella, your world champ, defeats Justice. McLeod run-in. 1.5 stars. Jake Xanadu comes out to the ring, and he says that last week Argus the Great said that he wasn't great just because he defeated him in one match. Well, it's not going to happen again. And everybody starts somewhere. But Argus the Great does come out and say, you want one more match? Fine. That's how great I am. Calls Argus. Last week we saw Gable and Gulak with amazing tag team chemistry defeat Cash Suplex and his butler Kombucha. And now we're going to see a rematch for the tag team titles. Will they be able to keep up their high chemistry? No! Perhaps there's some shenanigans afoot. It's a great match, which is concerning. So Suplex and Kombucha steal the titles. Perhaps the referee was bought out. Kombucha defeat Gulak and Gable. I love it. Gable, 3.5 stars for the men's tag titles. We roll out the cart again for another promo. This time it looks like it's going to be a martial arts demonstration, but instead Dominatrix is showing off something else. The crowd likes it, but they're kind of embarrassed to watch it, but they like it. So she's a face. I need to mark those also. So Fury is a face now, and Matrix is a face now. And in your main event, the Miz of WCW, Adrian Buck, the Rocky of WCW. They're going to have a tables match for the hardcore title because it's hardcore and tables are hardcore. Title match. Adrian Buck, surprise win, and it's just as good as the match before it, which is perfect. Level 2 rivalry. Buck, your new hardcore champion, defeats Courtman. The crowd is stunned. Who could have seen that coming? And put that hardcore. Great. All right, well, it would have been a great show if it was in the concert hall. Okay, we got Shanky and Moss versus Howdy and Wilson. Bunch of real people doing real things. Moss and Shanky win. That's okay. Shane calls out Shanky, but he's trying his best. Maya T. Kirk and Liv Morgan, who's the sassiest hands on hips lady. It's Maya T. Kirk. Mediocre. Carolina Reaper is trying her best. Lurch Evans and Brute Force, they've got a great feud going. And Brute Force is Brute Force. Blair Davenport is okay. And then Tandy and Perfect, tables match for the titles. Another tables match, I believe. Tandy retains again in a great 3.5 star match. So we did better than Raw, for what that's worth. And they are also in the concert hall. Boy, did we screw up, huh? Candice LeRae and Beth Spartan. They have a rivalry. TLC match. This is going to be pretty good. Yep. Jerry Hattrick is okay. Ignition and Andrea Cannons. Ignition, your world champion. And Ignition wins. Mediocre. No rivalry. Zelina Vega is excellent. So they signed their legend, I guess. Jackson Smooth and Butch. Rich Ordikawa and Braden the Dark. Your tag champs. And the tag champs win. And it's okay. Smooth Butch. Solo Sikoa calls out Jerry Hattrick for being old. And Triton and Humberto have put on a great match last week. Now it's an Iron Man match for the North American title, and Humberto retains. And it's amazing. 4-star match. Holy cow. Well, good booking. We at least beat Raw. We were slightly beaten by NXT. All right, let's see what we got here. So Danielle Wallace is low on stamina, so we need to be cautious there. But their popularities did go up a fair amount. Alice Justice and Clubberella, low performance. Go figure. This match, good performance. Title match. Works out. Everybody's moving up. And then this match, great performance. Good rivalry. Just all around. Probably as good as I could have wanted here. And we don't need to look at the other shows. 89 rating score. 40,000 fans. Lost $54,000. Okay. Mean GRN at Mean Gmaru says Vicky just came out and attacked Alice Justice. Wow, that looked like it hurt. Yes. Thank you for watching. Hacksaw Commissioner Mania says good show tonight. Thank you for watching. Vicky McLeod, spelled wrong, says hardly surprised that Alice Justice lost to Clubberella. Counter Outlaw 87, Suplex getting even with Chad Gable tonight. Thank you for watching. Royal Catcher 82 is glad that Adrian Buck takes the belt, and Courtman is not happy about that. Viking Killer Brand, really solid contest between Adrian Buck and Clay Courtman. Love when contrasting classes mesh like this. Yep. Ultimate Dude 85, tonight's WCW started strong and ended strong. They liked it. Thank you for watching. Dark Takeover 2000, Clubberella is such a natural at being the bad guy. Well, you weren't super happy about the promo last week, so thank you for watching. Swiss Outlaw Universe, Quinn B has to be satisfied. She destroyed Danielle Wallace tonight. Wow. And then Unstoppable Radar 87, never would have expected Donna to be a good guy. Well, worked out. All right, let's see. So 90, because again, we were in the wrong thing. 40,000 fans. $60,000 dues. And Shane McMahon is starting in comedy. 98 rating score. 47,000 fans. Nearly 48. $20,000 dues. And people are really excited about Queen Zelina. We do get limited stock. And here we are in second place now, somehow. Oh, because we got the bonus 10,000 for the backstage brawl. So, okay. So we're not as far behind as we could have been. Okay. Well, let's continue. Let me restart my recording and then continue. All right, let's move on to show 3. In Louisville, Kentucky. We're going all over the place, huh? Alice Justice. That loser Vicky attacked me during that last fight. I'm not going to stand for garbage like that. I want to settle things in the ring with her within the next 3 weeks. You got it. Sure, Alice Justice, no problem. Good. You mess with Alice Justice, you pay the price. I had to put the name together because otherwise it would do the thing like we saw with Nikita and Heath, where it was only showing their last name. And I didn't want that. Okay. Rest our male tag champs this week for Coast to Coast. I think I do want that. Capital Wrestling Center, and we are going to actually buy it, or confirm, and we're actually going to go there, huh? Okay. Power cards, Veto Random Superstar, and Injury Rehabs. I don't think we need to worry about those. Okay. Let's just put some people on the card, huh? So we will rest the tag title feud. That's fine. We now can do our women's tag stuff. So, Quaid and Northern Light. So let's give them some new competitors, huh? Or maybe we just put them against Cora and them again. And we'll do another tag team where we'll put Christina Fury and Donna Matrix against Cinnamon Garrett and Alice Justice, or against Vicky McLeod. I think I like that. Then we can do men's title. Let's look at Argus and Xanadu. They're going to have a rematch. And then we're going to do we got Buck and Courtman. We could do a triple threat just for fun. If I did this. Or I could swap out Gable for Adrian Buck. Something like that. And then we'll do call out Gable on Suplex. We'll do I'd like to rest. Let's do a call out Quinn B on Danielle Wallace. And then self promo from Cabrera. I like that. Now let's look at the order of the card. Both their staminas are good, so I could do something with this. I don't want to do a title match. I want to do maybe Extreme Rules. I could do a tables match. Match last man standing. Let's just put tables and then we'll let it cook. And this match I think I just want to leave because Adrian Buck's stamina is getting low, but a triple threat should be fun. Okay, that's a reasonable show. Do I want to buy anything? I didn't think to check people's morales. Let's just kind of do that really quick. Spot check. Is anybody getting annoyed with me? Not yet. Who's missing the show this week? Kombucha and Suplex are fine, and Danielle and Alice are resting. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with this card, actually. This match I could actually put something else on, or I could give some... something extra, because like Nova and Sammy Vortex both have really high stamina, and Whitney and Cora's stamina is not bad either. So I could do like a tornado tag match. Yeah, sure, why not? But then now I'm doing this again. Tornado tag is quality boost medium, stamina cost high. That's better. Vicky's stamina is low, so I do need to be mindful of that. I like this. I haven't looked at like the free agents ever, but there are some cheap local talent down here. Edge. Permanent Jody Garcia. Cruz del Toro, my guy. I don't have any space on the roster right now. Do I like this? I think I do. Tornado tag is stamina cost high. Yeah. I got caught in my head. I forgot to keep talking because I was thinking about putting the title on the line here, but I don't think I want to do that because I don't want it to accidentally end up on Gulak. My commissioner goal was rest that for Coast to Coast. I don't need to start attacking. Okay. Let's just do it. We were in the Capitol Wrestling Center, so finally out of the high school gym, skipping over the concert hall, we are here in the Capitol Wrestling Center for WCW. Thank you all for joining us. 2 weeks ago, we saw the new women's tag team champions brought from the future, Nova and Whitney, the monochrome duo. I don't know. We're figuring it out. But they are being challenged again by Cora Cut and her summoned shadow demon, Sammy Vortex. And we're going to have a tornado tag match. Something because these four all missed the show last week. And so because we sent them to the concert hall on accident. But we're going to hope to see something new out of Nova and Whitney, your tag champs. You know, why do they deserve the tag titles over Cora, who is summoning demons, and Sammy, who is a demon? Perhaps Nova is going to shed some light on this, some northern light. But not so fast, because Cora and Sammy do get the win here, and perhaps earn themselves another title match. So I'm okay with that. Cut and Vortex defeat. Let's go Quaid and Northern Light in a 3-star match, earning themselves a title match. Last week, Cash Suplex and his butler Kombucha managed to steal the tag titles from the much better Gable and Gulak, as voted by you, the audience. And Chad Gable, he does not like that. And so he's calling out Cash Suplex and says, all the money in the world, you couldn't even buy your way to the concert hall. You can't buy your way here into the Capitol Wrestling Center. So we want you again. We want those titles. And my partner is going to be in the main event tonight, and he's going to prove why we deserve another shot. And Cash Suplex does not show up because they're not paying him. So why would he? Argus the Great is going to give Jake Xanadu another exhibition, as he asked for. This luchador thinks that he can be great, much like Argus, your world champ. Can he prove it? Will he get one up on Argus, or will Argus continue to be great? He does continue to be great. Mediocre match, but, first off, Gable calls Suplex, and then we have level 2 feud. Argus once again defeats Jake Xanadu. Perhaps shenanigans? Why would Jake Xanadu continue getting shots if Argus does not believe he's great? Perhaps Argus's metric of greatness is not so great itself. Last week, we saw Quinn B dominate Danielle Wallace and say, Danielle thinks that she's going to be a legend and royalty and all this. I already am. So there's no need to prove anything for me. Yet I still went and destroyed her backstage. And now she's not even here this week, resting on her, not even on her laurels. So she is nothing. I am everything. Good job, me. And the crowd thinks that is okay. We'll see more of that in the coming weeks. Last week, we saw Donna Matrix and Christina Fury show off each of their skills. Christina Fury showing off her teachings, her martial arts class. Donna Matrix showing off something else. And they are going to be fighting in a tag match, or they're going to be teaming together in a tag match against Vicky McLeod, the Paragon of Justice, and Cinnamon Garrett, who is a Raw legend, who is a fighter from overseas. I believe she's from Ireland. And so we'll be seeing this international coalition come together against the teachers of Matrix and Fury.
1, 2, that's 3, bell!
But the teachers win. And it's mediocre and doesn't do anything for anybody. So Matrix and Fury defeat Garrett and the debuting Cinnamon Garrett, I believe. McLeod. 2-star match. Mediocre. Also, B calls Wallace. We'll work it out. Clubberella, with her commanding win last week, she comes out and she's got the title. She starts to swing it at the crowd again, but there's more protection, more railings here at the Capitol Wrestling Center. And so seeing this and not able to attack the crowd in the way that she wants, she goes up to the ring and starts grabbing stuff from under the ring and tossing it at the crowd. And they're like, wow, this is incredibly dangerous. It's merch, so it's fine. But it's still like, what is going on with Clubberella? She is your champion, and that's okay. And in your main event, Clay Courtman is upset that the results of last week. He believes that Adrian Buck did not deserve that win in the hardcore match. This is not a hardcore match, so the title will not be on the line. But Drew Gulak also wants to get some momentum behind him so that he and Gable can get back into the tag team scene. So let's see what sort of shenanigans ensue here. Oh, I'm sorry. And Adrian Buck gets a win, obviously pinning Clay Courtman. But it was a good showing, perhaps, from Drew Gulak. So, Buck, and this is a level 3 feud now. Nice. Buck defeats Courtman and Gulak in a 3-star match. Good. I mean, they're good balanced shows, so I accidentally got a pen mark on this plushie I have on my desk. Okay. All right, Raw at the Capitol Wrestling Center themselves. They've got, it looks like, stronger barriers than we do. Shane McMahon and Shanky, they've been yelling at each other. That backstage brawl. Shane wins. It's amazing. Maya T. Kirk is okay. Moss and Wilson. Wilson wins. It's disappointing. Does nothing. Blair Davenport is okay. Carolina Reaper and Lula Tandy. Not who was Lula Tandy feuding with before. Penelope Perfect, who must be resting. But good exhibition for Lula Tandy. Liv Morgan is taller than Maya T. Kirk. And then Brute Force and Lurch Evans for the U.S. title in a TLC match. And Lurch Evans gets a win over Brute Force, and it's amazing. Amazing show. Good job, Raw. Big E and Bad Bunny, 2 legends. NXT going all in on legends. So they're, I'm guessing, going to be running out of money pretty quick here.
1, 2, that's 3.
But probably going to be a good match just because it's legends, so it's okay. No feud. Candice LeRae and Beth Spartan is okay. No feud. Solo Sikoa and Humberto lose to Triton and Jerry Hattrick, and it's mediocre and no feud. Andrea Cannons is weak, I guess. Zelina Ignition, this is not the feud.
That's it. Bring it.
Ignition wins over Zelina, world champ. It's okay, no feud. Beth Spartan tries for charity, and it helps a little bit. And then this is actually a feud, and will probably be the best match. Oh, and Smooth Butch gets your title. Great, but does not advance the feud. Really unsuccessful week for NXT, even though they think they still had a better show than us. Okay. So I'm pretty pleased with my show. So, okay. Cora Cut went from 61 to 49. Sammy Vortex only went down to 86. So yeah, I don't think the stamina cost for Tornado Tag is as high as it says it is. Because we're all doing still pretty good here, with the exception of Cora. But good match nonetheless. And also popularity increase for everybody here, which is good. Whitney Quaid at 61. Argus and Xanadu are both at 68 stamina, so but 1-star performance. They really need to try. 3-star performance here. Vicky down to 42 stamina. That is still okay. Good tag chemistries here. So that's really good. Somebody has to have at least great. One of the teams has to have at least great chemistry. And then here, 4-star performance is good. Staminas are all still doing good. Yeah, it just worked out. Okay. 90 rating score, 39,000 fans, $46,000, so we're making money. Cinnamon and Vicky are an incredible tag team. Thanks, Mean Critic Woo. Raw Foundation in Japan says Buck and Courtman added some real spice to that brawl. Good match. Thank you for watching. Miss Show 97 says Adrian Buck proving himself the best of the bunch in that fight. Well, he is the champion. Top Rope Business in Germany says decent enough promo by Clubberella tonight. People are starting to buy into the shtick. The Rainmaker, Cash Suplex, just wants to congratulate Chad Gable on his new career in stand-up comedy. Well, internet business in Russia, totally legit. Courtman and Adrian Buck are completely at each other's throats. How is this going to end? At the live event, which is something. Summer Clash in France says Whitney Quaid and Nova Northern Light worked okay as a tag team, I guess. The Quaid Pillar says, not sure the better superstar won tonight. Be seeing you again, Cora Cut. And Sammy V responds, not to Whitney, but to Nova Northern Light. What, did you think Nova Northern Light was going to win today? I was always in control. So says the Shadow G-Man. And then High Flyer GM in France, that's what that means, says Gable trying to lay down the law to suplex in that promo, but it kind of sucked. Well, they tried. Raw, 95 rating score, 44,000 fans. Do they have a legend on their show? I don't know. Oh, no, we lost to Raw anyway. That's fine. $37,000 loss. And 99 rating score for NXT, 48,000 fans. 69, nearly $70,000 dues. That's fine. We do get coast to coast. And we are down in third now. But Raw and NXT are pretty close, so that's something. Okay.